Try to explain. So listen quiet and we'll shout. Let us walk in the past to a wonderful time when locomotives first came to work this main line. The directors are meeting. They'll need to campaign. Is it to be steam or rope haulage that will power the train? Charles Lawrence is the chairman. Henry Booth is aide. He looks after the money and makes sure the bills are paid. Then there's Sanders and Harrison, both men who hold sway. They make up the board of the Liverpool and Manchester Railway.
Now we go to Richard. We can't drag this on.
Gentlemen, let us move on to the next item on the agenda. The moving power we are needing to use for the Liverpool and Manchester Railway. I take it that you have all read the report by Mr. Walker and Mr. Raystrick?
No.
Well, Mr. Booth, would you kindly summarise it for us?
Certainly, Mr. Lawrence. There would seem to be two options for powering carriages along the rail tracks. Either a system of ropes to hold the wagons along powered by fixed steam engines or independent steam locomotives. In January this year, Mr. Walker, a highly respected engineer, and Mr. Raystrick visited the Bolton, Lee and Middleton railways, followed by nearly all the railways in the northeast of England to discover which system works best. In Darlington, they even came across American engineers from the Baltimore and Ohio Railway, also collecting data. Mr. Hackworth in Shildon was able to assist Mr. Raystrick by giving him copies of the results of their experiment.
Yes, Mr. Booth, but there seems to be no definite conclusions in the reports as to which is the best option for our railway.
Indeed, Mr. Sanders, their report suggests that if we are contemplating catering for heavy traffic upon the opening of the line, then a fixed steam engine and rope haulage would be preferable on the grounds of economy, dispatch, safety and convenience.
But on the other hand, it suggests that if locomotive engines are to be used, then we should erect two fixed steam engines on the Rainhill and Incline. Inclined to draw up locomotives, goods wagons and carriages with ropes. The Rainhill in particular will enable us to judge whether to adopt this system of ropes throughout the line.
Yes, Mr. Walker and Mr. Raystrick were most impressed with this operation on the Brunton and Shields Railway.
Mr. Raystrick is at present constructing locomotives for the United States, and although he has maintained complete impartiality, I say this speaks volumes for the use of locomotives rather than fixed engines.
Well, it is now April and we have received 6 reports and a large amount of correspondence. The board must make a decision.
Well, Mr. Stevenson and his son Robert have written in favour of adopting locomotives, refuting Mr. Walker and Mr. Raystrick's impartiality.
Gentlemen, we have to consider the future and not adopt a system that might inhibit the railway from benefiting from any further developments of mechanical transport.
And the locomotive is the machine where the most improvements are likely to be made.
Gentlemen, Mr. Walker at the end of his report has suggested that the company may offer a prize for the best locomotive submitted for the trials and as an incentive for those currently involved in the building of steam locomotives.
Then should we not take up this suggestion? We hope to open the railway next year, and a trial of locomotives would help us to judge whether they are viable or whether we need to build static engines.
Very well, I have listened to the arguments and read the correspondence. I'd like to propose that we adopt Mr. Walker's suggestion that a premium be awarded for the locomotive which shows the biggest improvement over those currently in use.
Good idea. Yes.
Well, I agree. May I suggest a premium of £500?
May I ask for a show of hands? Thank you, gentlemen. The motion is carried. We shall place an advertisement in the Liverpool Mercury and other papers on May the 1st that a premium of £500 will be awarded for a locomotive engine that will be decided improvement on those currently in use, and that the trial will be held on a 1.5 mile stretch of completed railway line 9 miles east of Liverpool at Rainhill.
So, the trials are now set for October 29 to find the best locomotive these engineers can design. But before that can happen, new rules must be writ. Let's find the judges and hear what they see fit.